Well, I'm not sure what day this is. Day 10, I think. We've missed quite a few days photographically. Anyway, we are not far from Bingara, or Bingara, however you want to say it, in New South Wales. A lovely little town. It's got a nice free camp on the river. Anyway, we've just come through this area up here, through the hills, Killarney Gap, and it's very, very pleasant. Nowhere to pull over to get any photos. And they've had some rain up here. In fact, we have been crossing the creek crossings. We're going through the creek crossings and through the water. So I'll show you a little clip. Anyway, why have I stopped? Well, let me show you why I've stopped and what I'm going to take a photo of. So we came across this little scene here, and we stopped and turned around and came back, and I'm going to try and grab a panorama across here. I'm not sure what it's going to come out like on this video, but to the naked eye it's pretty nice. There's a bit of cloud up there and diffused light, which is making life kind of good. Removes the harshness of the light, day's light, but also causes a little bit of a problem in you don't get those nice bits of sunshine on the trees on their subject. Anyway, we'll wait here and see if some sun breaks through, and if it does, I'm going to grab a panorama from there through there, something along those lines, and we'll see how that comes out. There's this old dead tree here, which could be interesting, and you can see us parked up there, out of the way, hopefully. It's a stunning area right through there, just really, really good. Okay, let's see if we can get a shot here. You can probably hear the cockies in the tree. So without any filters on, it's a little hard. You can see we're going to clip the highlights there. So I'm going to expose under by one stop, and I'll have to raise the shadows in post-production. 45th of a second, f11, ISO 100, and make sure we're focused, which would be a good thing, wouldn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on that tree down there. Oh. Yep, we're in focus. Okay. Go back to where we were. One thing to double check if you can do a panorama is how focused you are on things close to you. You probably can't see that. Yep, that'll do. So, exposure lock on. One shot. Move it a little, let the camera settle. 2 shots. Move it a little, let the camera settle. And letting the camera settle just means you don't get blurry photos. and always take a little bit more than what you need. Panoramas, because you never know where you're going to need to crop to. Hey, well, I think that's that shot taken. Done a couple of panoramas, and mostly in portrait mode. But I also took one in landscape mode, so we'll see how they turned out. Just when we thought we were finished photographically for the day, as you can probably hear, there's something interesting to look at down behind you. I'll give you a quick look. So we're going to have to go and do some photography, I guess. Terrible. Oh, I don't know whether you can hear me over the water, but I've done a panorama across the top there, and another road across there, and come down again, done another road there. We'll stitch that together and see what we get. I've also done a panorama of these falls here in this area here, and I'm now going to go down there and see if I can't get the water going up there, see what the composition looks like. Right, so I've moved position from up over there, and I've come here because it gives you this lumps of rocks to stand on, and I like this this trail of foam in the water coming from the waterfall, and there's a couple of other little waterfalls over here. So I'm going to take a panorama. I'll miss the sky and just do this area here, and try and get some long exposure on those on that foam. I've got the 6-stop filter on the 70 to 200. God, that's the other lens I'm thinking about using as a 17 to 40. And I'm at 70 mil, so you can sort of see the composition there. That's how much of the scene I'm going to get. I might have to do a couple of rows just to get the whole lot. Anyway, we'll see what we get. Once again, auto exposure lock on, so it's going to be 1/6 of a second. I'm going to try that. Auto exposure lock on, so that all the photos are exposed the same. I'll just do a test shot here so we can have a look at the water. Still got a bit of movement in it, and yet it's still sort of silky, so yeah, I like that. So I'll do a panorama with that, and then I'll go to 1/4 of a second, which will make it take less, there'll be less movement in the water, but it'll be smooth and silky, so less texture in the water. And I'll give a couple of those a go, and then we might change lenses and see what happens. a great spot, Rocky Creek, just outside of Bingara or Bingara, however you want to say it. You'll notice over here there's some goats. There's plenty of goats throughout the area. Yeah, popular spot for the locals apparently down here in summer, and I can understand why. Okay, so I'm getting the wind up from Joanne up there, wherever she is, giving me a wave, telling me to hurry up, if you can hear me from over the water here. So I've just taken some panoramas of this area here with the 17 to 40 on and the 6 stop to try and slow the water right down. I've also taken some at a higher speed. Speed of about 4,000 on the shutter speed, so that should get some interesting shots. So it's sort of gone from there across to here to make sure I get all that water and all that flow, and I haven't really bothered with anything down there too much, so yeah, there we go. What a great find. Heaps more compositions to be had, but I think it's time to move on. We'll have to put this down as a place to come back to. So thanks for watching and for your support. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscription button and tickle that bell so you know when I upload next. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.